Hello, hello. Welcome in, my lovely, beautiful Scorpios, my mysterious Scorpios. Welcome in. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing, and this is going to be a reading for the next 2 weeks. Whenever you come to this, the next 2 weeks, okay, Scorpios? So it doesn't matter when you click on the video, whenever you've clicked on it, this is about the next 2 weeks, okay? So I am going to, I was trying to do weekly readings, but then I was getting, beating myself up because I didn't have time to do 12 readings every week, plus the other readings my guides asked me to do and getting them out on time. And it was just because I work outside the home still. I'm still trying to grow my channel and my business to where I can leave the workforce, the rat race, etc. But anyway, while I was doing that, it was just becoming overwhelming. So I did manage to get out January energies for each elemental and a few cards for each sign, but I really wanted to get back to doing readings for each sign. It's what I love doing. I love doing anything my guides ask me to do, to be honest, and sometimes it's very surprising. So what we're going to do is energies for the next couple of weeks. And as I was meditating and focusing and concentrating on your energy, I pulled a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle, and then that led me to the Healing Spirits Oracle for whatever reason. So we're going to start off with looking at those cards. Please do remember this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I would be absolutely honored if you would give it a like so it can go around YouTube and get pushed out a little more. I am a smaller channel, so it takes a little more effort to get my videos seen. So the first card that came out, the Wisdom of the Oracle, card number 52, Mending. And you see it shows two kind of girls with fairy wings, and they're sewing up some sort of flag. The Oracle's face in this one, where is it? I know I found it before. I don't see it, but I don't know if the camera picks it up, but this meadow is full of orbs. I love that. Pink cotton candy looking clouds in the sky. Now this is the last card in the deck. 52 is the last card in this deck. I do love this deck by Colette Baron Reed. It is a beautiful deck. So mending, forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. So Scorpios, if something has gone on where you've had a disagreement with somebody, an argument where you need to mend the fences, so to speak, we need to try to understand why we're having those lessons. Why are we having a lesson about disagreement, about hurt feelings, and things like that? There is always a lesson, right? We're here at Earth School, right? We're learning lessons. We can't take this card has like 4 pages of information. It has protection message, a relationship message, a prosperity message, and just goes on and on and on. But the deep meaning of the card is basically forgiveness, making amends, and healing, okay? The way that we do that, though, is by trying to ask our guides, ask our gut, ask God in prayer. You can, why am I going through this? Why is this happening? Because if you don't learn the lesson, oh my, I just realized the next card is life lessons again. Oh my goodness, Spirit. Yeah. If we don't learn the lesson, we're going to have to go through it again. This life lessons again card is absolutely beautiful. It shows a person under that beautiful tree that's under the stars and the moon, the beautiful purples and golds in the card. It's just a beautiful card. It's number 18, which is 9. 9s are accomplishment, getting toward the end of something, right? So, life lessons again. You might grow to find that there is no actual right or wrong in this world, and that everything happens in order for a lesson to be learned. Now is a good time to remember that your spirit guide is helping you to understand your own life lessons, and you will soon come to know why you chose them this time around. You may wonder why you have given yourself such difficult tasks, but once you understand your lessons, you won't have to learn them again. Also, by learning them, you will give yourself power over the rest of your life. So these two cards are definitely pointing to a lesson, and I would say it's probably a lesson about forgiving and moving on. That's what I'm feeling from the guides right now, is Scorpios, that there is a lesson to be learned in whatever the disagreement, the argument, the hurt feelings, whatever that is. You need to try and understand why you went through that, okay? Is it because you came here with a lesson of learning about forgiveness, learning how to forgive? What was the lesson that you needed? Did you need to learn a lesson about putting your faith in others instead of your own gut instincts? Whatever the lesson is, if you tune in and ask your guides, you will get an answer, okay? So, mending, forgiveness, learning the lesson so that you can grow and move on. Yeah, our souls all had agreements about what lessons we would learn, who our soul family is, who's going to give us those lessons, right? Sometimes there are people in our lives who just trigger us. Believe you me, it's meant to be. Judgment. That can be judging yourself, but it's also a call to action, a call to do something. The Empress, beautiful energy of all four queens, beautiful feminine energy. Oh boy. Ten of Swords. Cancer got that card as well. Seven of Cups, chaos, too many choices. Whoops, hold on a second. Let me give the deck another shuffle here. Yeah, it seems like there's definitely lessons here. Oh my goodness. Justice, balance, Seven of Wands, defending yourself. Okay, let's get these up and see what the message is. Judgment, the Empress, the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Cups, Justice, and the Seven of Wands. Excuse me, I think I said the Seven of Swords. It's the Seven of Wands. Okay, what's going on here? I want to make sure you can see everything. Sorry, my arm's in the camera. Okay, Scorpios. All right, so building on the energy of forgiveness, mending fences, right? Learning that lesson so you don't have to do it again. Learning that lesson so you don't have to do it again. And Spirit is saying very strongly, this is what you're being called to do, Scorpios. This is what you're being called to do right now, is paying attention to what's going on. Who do you have? Oh my gosh, they're saying, who do you have a feud with? Who do you have a disagreement with? Family feud is coming in. Oh my gosh, I don't know if that means something to some of you out there, but they're giving me a very strong energy of a feud. That's such an old-fashioned kind of word. You know, like the Hatfields and the McCoys, two families that were in a feud for I don't even know how long. But they're giving me the impression that something has gone on too long and it needs to end. Something has gone on too long, my lovely Scorpios, and it needs to end. You may have to be the one to extend that olive branch, right? And you can call on, now the Empress is a number 3 card. That's creation, collaboration, and that is the combination of the mind, body, spirit, the mind, body, soul. She is the energy of all four queens, very strong feminine energy of creation, right? What are you going to create? Okay? Do you want to create further disagreement and chaos, or do you want to mend that so you can move on, right? So she is the birther of all things. Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, Mother Nature, all of that. And then you have this Ten of Swords. Tens are the completion of a cycle and the beginning of a brand new cycle. This can be the feeling that somebody is stabbing you in the back or saying bad things about you, and this may be where that mending has to come in. Because people will continue to do that unless they are, I don't want to say confronted because I don't want to give you the confrontational, unless they're called out about it. So somebody could be doing that because they feel hurt by something that you did or said. Thank you, Spirit. So is there somebody out there that you may have hurt with your words or actions? Swords are words. So I'm feeling there was some sort of, there's some connection to words there. We move on to the Seven of Cups. Cups are emotion, and this can be a very chaotic feeling. They're giving me the feeling that there's some deep love and deep hurt. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So how do you move on, right? Do you move on like an angel or like a dragon breathing fire, right? Do you move on like these roses and these doves, or are you breathing fire? Are you, I think those are rings. Are you being like, well, I'm right. I'm always right. You need to listen to me. This is how it is. Thank you, Spirit. I've never had that kind of a message with that card, but they're bringing me the feeling of no compromise, because you're getting caught up in all of the feelings swirling around this lesson about forgiveness. You don't want to give in. You don't want to be the person that gives the olive branch. You just want to cross your arms and walk away, but that's not the answer, because if you do that, you're going to have the lesson all over again with somebody else, and you don't want that, right? And then we have this beautiful Justice card. This is balance. Okay, but she's blindfolded. Lady Justice is blindfolded in this. She has a sword right here, which is the sword of truth, going down the middle of what she's balancing. Okay, so there is an element of truth to this. I don't even know if I've ever even said that about this card. So I always trust that my guides are giving me the message that you need to hear. Okay, so balancing this out. Okay, seeing it for what it is and being able to take the blindfold off, right? Balance it out, just even it out and look at it in a they're showing me like going way back from the situation, kind of seeing it from above in order to feel into it and know and understand the lesson that's there, my Scorpios. These have been some very heavy messages. Cancer's message was pretty heavy too. Okay. You're being called to pay attention to your intuition and see what the lesson is. You're being called to call on your feminine side, which is your more nurturing side, in order to deal with this lesson, my lovely Scorpios, right? Whatever that Ten of Swords energy is, leading you on to this Seven of Cups energy about how to respond, right? And that's right under that Judgment. You're being called, how do you respond? But first you need to see it, okay? You need to call it out. Is it your action and your behavior, or is it the behavior of someone else, right? So how are you going to deal with that? Lady Justice is here to tell you, balance the scales. Balance the scales, okay? And then you have the Seven of Wands. You have two sevens. Seven of Cups, Seven of Wands. Okay. You also had a 7 in the mending card. 7, 7, 7. 3 sevens. That's reflection. That is a big, big hint that you need to reflect on some action, some conversation, something that happened in order to get the lesson. Okay. This 7 of Wands, he is in a defense position. Okay, all of this action and passion, and he's standing there with his wand kind of holding it at bay. Okay, so, okay, Spirit, tell us. Defending your position is not going to get you to the end where you need to be. Defending your position is not going to get you to learning the lesson. Okay, Scorpio, so what you need to do is have a more balanced approach. Have a more balanced approach. Don't be defending your side, but see both sides of the matter, whatever it is. It could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be a coworker, whatever it is. You need to see it, the whole picture, the bigger picture. Okay. Remember, mending and life lessons again that you don't want to take. Judgment. You're being called to action. You're being called to see it in a different way. You're being called to use your feminine energy side, the energy of all the queens. Pull that together. Call out the action, whether it's yours or that other person's. Bring that chaos into order by balancing out your reaction. Okay, balancing out your reaction. Just defending your position is not going to give you the answer that you need. I have to give you the messages that the guides give me. I'm sorry, I can't sugarcoat it, right? Idle hours. Take some time out to lie on the emerald grass. Take some time out to lie on the emerald grass. Okay, so obviously if you're in a cold climate, you're not going to be lying on any grass right now. But what that means is you need to take some time out to think about the situation, which we already talked about. You need to take some time out to see it differently, to see it from afar, to see the bigger picture, see both sides of the coin. Okay, my lovely Scorpios? Heart healing. Mourning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness, a new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. Yeah. And that's a doorway up to the light, out of the darkness and up to the light. Time for healing. Time for healing, okay? The time for mourning and thinking about that and not doing anything about it, not having any action about it has passed, okay? The time is now to reflect, to take some time to think about the situation, figure out how you can have a balanced reaction, not the fire-breathing dragon reaction, right? Learn the lesson so you don't have to go through it again. Dear love, how appropriate. How appropriate to see the situation with a more loving, kind heart, okay? Be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. So Scorpios, this is about loving yourself, but also seeing the situation through the eyes of love, okay? Heart healing, taking time out to reflect. Those 3 sevens telling you this is a time to think about the situation so you can go forward, mend the situation, get through the lesson, and not have to go through it again. Okay? I hope this has helped. If this was your reading, please do give it a like so it can go around and get to some other Scorpios who may need this message. I thank you all. I appreciate you all so much. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.